Oh my god. I just opened up this mint and there's one that has 2 mints in it instead of 1. Hey bitches, welcome to my channel. My name's Meg. In this video I'm going to be doing something that's really dangerous, which is sharing my opinion online. This is an opinion that I know a lot of people really disagree with because I've seen a lot of videos pertaining to this on TikTok, but I'm going to dive into it anyways because I really want to. Today I'm going to be talking about one of my favorite childhood TV shows, but let's be honest, I still watch it. To this day, it's one of my comfort shows, Victorious. Victorious is an iconic show that was an important part of my childhood. I really loved all the characters, I loved the storyline, and it's really fun to rewatch Victorious as an adult and pick up on all the things I missed as a kid. It's almost like it was a different show. Like, it's the same show, but I'm seeing it in a different light.
So which one of us is the flattest?
I've always gotten A's in music. How does a person go from an A to a D?
Happened to me in 8th grade.
From a different perspective.
Easy now, don't start something you can't finish.
But the point is, I really like Victorious. But recently I've been seeing a lot of Tori slander, and to be honest, I don't get it. I know a lot of people are pressed that Victoria Justice got to sing more in the show than Liz Gillies and Ariana Grande. I know a lot of people just don't like Victoria Justice. They think she's untalented, she didn't deserve to play Tori, and they think she's just a bitch. I personally think y'all are just overreacting to one little comment she made and like twisting it into something that it's not.
One thing you don't know about Ariana Grande is that she literally sings everything. Like, she's starting to forget how to talk in her own voice because she sings everything. And it's a good thing because she's a beautiful voice, but it's awesome. She sings absolutely everything. She never stops.
That's so true, Liz. You sing a lot too. Like, especially during the
We all sing.
Yeah.
I personally stan Victoria Justice. I like the newest song she released. I think she's talented, but this video is not about that. This video is specifically about the characters of Victorious and why I don't think Tori is an evil character that a bunch of people are making her out to be. And listen, I'm not trying to like magically change your opinion on Tori. I'm not saying she suddenly has to become your favorite character. I just wanted to sort of analyze some of the other characters and explain why I don't necessarily think Tori is evil. Because y'all be like putting the other characters up on this pedestal and Tori all the way down here, but they've all done some shit throughout the show and y'all only focusing on the bad stuff that Tori has done and not any of the other characters. Something that's also really going to piss off a lot of people is the fact that Jade has done a lot of bad shit in the show, but y'all just worship Liz Gillies. So like, it's okay. Like, Jade's an iconic character, obviously. I agree that Jade's an iconic character, but that don't mean that some of the shit she did in the show wasn't wrong. Also, some of the things thrown into the show I feel like were for the aspects of entertainment for children. For example, the scene where Hot Cheese was shot on Kat. Obviously, as adults, we look at it and we're like, oh my god, what a bitch. Why would Tori do that? But let's be honest, if I showed that clip to my little cousin, he'd be laughing his ass off. He'd think it's hilarious. So I think some of the clips that we're overanalyzing as adults were obviously made to entertain children because they like dramatic themes. And obviously, it sucks that Liz Gillies and Ariana Grande's talents weren't showcased as much in the show, but let's be honest, they're doing completely fine without getting to star in every song in the show. And the whole point of the show was it was called Victorious. It's based off of this girl who was coming from a normal high school and got to attend this performing arts high school and basically live out her dreams. So obviously, because the show is based around Tori, it's going to focus on more of Tori's singing and more of Tori's stuff than the other characters in the show. So let's start this off by talking about the very first episode of Victorious, the pilot episode. This episode starts where we see Tori. She's a normal high school student and she's going to see her sister Trina in the big showcase. Which, first of all, can we talk about how the fuck Trina was going to be able to sing in the big showcase? Because we hear her sing later on in the show and it's sort of like a plot point that Trina is untalented, yet we're supposed to believe that she was singing in the big showcase. Even if she only got into the school because of Psychowitz's coconut milk hallucinations, they were gonna let her perform at the big showcase in front of lots of people. What the fuck was she gonna sing? What the fuck was she gonna do? But obviously things go wrong and Trina doesn't get the chance to sing at the big showcase. So the plot can go on and Tori can get accepted into Hollywood Arts. So obviously Tori takes her place and starts going to Hollywood Arts. She's offered a place there, so she goes. And first day goes really rough for her.
I'm the new family dog. Woof.
We first see her stumble into Siekowitz's classroom and accidentally pour coffee on Beck, and then she tries to rub it off of him. Jade coincidentally walks in and she's like,
"Dude, quit rubbing my boyfriend."
And thus begins the rocky relationship of Tori and Jade, which I just wanted to say, you know, obviously when Tori first walked into the classroom, she had no idea that Beck was in a relationship with Jade. How the fuck would she know? She just sees a cute boy, and mind you, literally like all the girls at Hollywood Arts were obsessed with Beck. And obviously it was her first day at Hollywood Arts. She was nervous. She just spilled coffee on this dude. She felt bad. She was trying to get it off. It was awkward, but I don't think she had foul intentions in doing so, and obviously she did stop when Jade barged in and got angry. And then, of course, we cue to Jade purposely trying to torment Tori just because she was angry that Tori was talking to her boyfriend, which Tori hadn't kissed Beck at this point or done anything. All she did was really awkwardly try and rub coffee off of Beck. Jade brought Tori up on stage for the improv and decided to dump coffee over Tori's head on stage just because she didn't like her and she was pissed off that Tori was talking to Beck. Are we just gonna sit here and pretend that that wasn't mean? Are we just gonna sit here and pretend that that was okay to do? Because it was not. And it doesn't make Tori's point of revenge right, but that's what fucking high school girls do. They get mad at each other and they seek revenge on each other. High school's a dramatic time. I'm just saying, like, Tori ain't the only one who did some shit. And when it comes to their second improv and Tori decides to kiss Beck, I might point out it was very wrong of Tori to decide to kiss Beck. However, I will also point out that Beck did nothing to stop the fact that Tori was trying to kiss him. Tori said, "Kiss me." Beck said, "Let's do it."
Kiss me.
Let's do it.
Beck is also aware that he's in a committed relationship with Jade. I think he should be held accountable for the fact that he kissed Tori too. Like, kissing is a two-person job. It's not like Tori just kissed Beck without his consent to piss off Jade. They both were fully aware that they were kissing each other, and Beck seemed pretty amused by it. He seemed to enjoy it. So I think both of them were in the wrong in that situation, and it wasn't solely Tori. And obviously I think Jade was in the wrong for trying to, you know, humiliate Tori as well. Obviously Tori has done some other things that people have considered selfish and wrong, which I'm not going to sit here and say that the things she did were right or that she should have done them, such as pouring hot cheese on Kat. Obviously she shouldn't have done that. She should have controlled her jealousy better. Because Kat's literally the sweetest character in the whole show. She just wanted a boyfriend and then she got hot cheese poured all over her. Or one of the things that makes me most confused about Tori is why she just blatantly refused to like cancel her prom or work something out when Jade specifically was like, "I had something planned this night, cancel it." Tori straight up said no.
Cancel it! No! No? No! No! No!
That is one of the worst scenes of Tori in my opinion, because she blatantly knew that Jade had something planned and she just didn't care. She wanted to carry on with her prom. However, at least in the scene where she shot hot cheese at Kat, she had a reason behind it, which was she was jealous that they were in a relationship. But she did sort of fix the situation at the end of the episode. She apologized to Kat, let Kat punch her in the nose, and they sort of worked out their problems, which I think was sort of the intention of the episode. Like, obviously it's directed towards kids. If you watch Disney Channel shows as kids, obviously they have bold concepts to try and get kids to learn valuable life lessons. So obviously it's showcasing jealousy and how not to deal with jealousy. And I'm not sitting here trying to deny the fact that Tori should have had her prom when Jade had something planned. That was incredibly selfish and I feel bad for Jade. However, the other characters ain't perfect little angels either, right? Can we talk about some of the things Jade has done? First of all, in season 1, one of the hugest things is that Beck is concerned that Jade doesn't care for him and she never does anything nice for him. For his birthday, he was given a can of lemonade. So obviously they have some conflicts going on in their relationship. And Jade obviously has some jealousy issues. And she won't let Beck talk to anybody except ugly girls.
Because you and I date, I can't be friends with other girls.
You can be friends with ugly girls.
And so obviously their relationship is complicated and I think their relationship is toxic. Y'all just want to praise it and adore it, but their relationship is toxic. And the fact that Beck is constantly letting other girls flirt with him without really doing anything to stop it, despite the fact that he knows Jade is annoyed by it. And he's never the one to stand up and be like, I have a girlfriend. It's always Kat or one of their friends or Jade herself. So obviously some of Jade's jealousy issues make sense because Beck won't really like stand up for their relationship, so she's jealous of that. Jade has done a lot of fucked up things as well. Let's talk about, she was mad that she didn't get the part in Steamboat Susie's, but she went through Tori's medical records, which if we're talking realistically would be illegal. But she tried to get Tori to smell bush daisies, which she was allergic to. She hid Tori's blood after she donated the blood for Robbie so that they would have to take more so that she would be unable to perform. Obviously those things are bad, and it's not necessarily Tori's fault that she was given the role in the play, because in the real world you can't get what you want every single day. Like obviously it sucks that Jade didn't get to play the part that she wanted and that she was an understudy. Obviously, Jade's worked very hard to be at Hollywood Arts, and Tori's just this new person who came in, but she has the right to have opportunities at the school too. Jade does a lot of scary things that are just sort of overlooked by other people. I mean, Jade literally shaved Kat's head out of spite when Kat accidentally shaved off of her eyebrows. And Trina, Tori's sister, is kind of mean too. Trina's sister, I think, is portrayed more mean than Tori is, because I never really saw a lot of like character development from Trina in the sense that she like grew and changed from her actions. She was kind of just consistently selfish throughout the show. Trina was always looking for men. She would chase them nonstop and was very desperate to try and get a man, even when they clearly did not want Trina's attention.
Okay, you know that super hot senior Sean Becker? I know of him. Well, I want that boy. You give me anxiety. Good.
Trina was very ungrateful when Tori wrote a whole ass song for her birthday, and there's some videos on the slap.com where Sinjin was making sock puppets of Trina and Jade and various people at Hollywood Arts, and Jade handled the situation better than Trina.
Because I feel sorry for him. I really want to date you.
I was just...
No, you are doing something. You have 2 sock puppets on your wrists.
No, I don't. I don't have any sock puppets.
Really?
I was just pretending.
This is not right, okay? It's not right for you to do this, okay?
Not happening. You hear me? This is not happening.
I was just...
Oh, I know what you were doing. You were doing your stupid little sock puppet play where you make up lies about cute girls loving you.
No, this one was about you.
What? You said
Nothing.
not happening. Not happening.
Trina was a mean character who at times could be even more intimidating than Jade, such as when Robbie wrote a review that Trina didn't like on the show. She jammed his head into a bowl of soup. And there's some complicated issues in the Vega house. Like, are we just gonna ignore the fact that her mama is having an affair with Gary from work? That's creepy, right?
Partner? Okay, I'll text Gary. Yeah, text Gary. I like that guy. I know, he's handsome, right?
I'll text your mom. Let her know you're okay.
Good.
She's a special lady.
What? Who texted you? Oh, it's just Gary. Your father's friend on the police force. What do you say? Oh, nothing. I'll just delete this. Oh, read your book.
So now that we've discussed some of the other characters and the wrong things they've done on the show, let me point out some of the good things that Tori has done throughout the show. that I feel like do make her a redeemable character. So first of all, when Beck and Jade break up the first time, Tori helps get them together despite the fact that she and Jade aren't really friends. Jade has done nothing to prove that they're friends, yet Tori still helps her get back together with Beck because she knows it's what Jade wants. She's the one who helps Jade put on her play. When Jade was mad, she was cutting up her trash can in the janitor's closet.
Did she cut up that whole trash can with just a pair of scissors?
Tori was the one who sort of was like, I'm sure it can't be that hard, and then she sort of agreed to help Jade put on her play. She helped her through it. She even helped Jade work out the plan so that Jade could put on the play she wanted to, besides just the revised play.
Come on, give Tori a squeeze.
Tori also revived Rex once she realized how much Rex truly meant to Robbie. And obviously, in the episodes Tori goes platinum, she and Jade were actually friends at that point. And despite the fact that Jade and Beck were broken up, she did go against kissing Beck because she and Jade were friends. And Beck was fully down to kiss Tori, I'll point out. Like, he was ready to smooch. And Tori was like, no, maybe we shouldn't because of Jade. And obviously, in the first episode, they weren't really friends. Like, they were both kind of trying to get revenge at each other because they were mad at each other. But as the seasons progressed, the two characters became friends. So obviously Tori was like, yeah, I'm not gonna kiss my friend's ex-boyfriend. So obviously I think Tori's character changed throughout the show, and she overworked some of those things that made her evil or terrible. Let's be honest, we all gonna sit here and pretend like we ain't ever been selfish. Like, there's definitely times someone's been like, I want you to do this for me. No, I don't want to. Like, there's definitely been times y'all been selfish. Like, unless y'all perfect little angels, you can show me a receipt from the angels that y'all perfect. Like, I don't think Tori is just an evil character just because she's been selfish at times. I think she definitely redeemed herself many times throughout the show. Obviously, Tori's character is supposed to be more boring. She's not supposed to be as exciting. The whole plot point of the show is that she was a normal girl brought to this performing arts high school, and she starts to get to do the things that she likes. It just wouldn't be the same if Tori was a different character. Obviously, she's supposed to be more simple and basic. She hasn't been going to the performing arts high school for as long as the other characters had. And as a kid, I liked Tori. I thought she was a fine character. I was like rooting for her because as a kid, I always thought that that'd be really cool if I had the opportunities that Tori had. However, Tori is not my favorite character of the show, but I don't mind the character of Tori. Like, I think she's fine. I think I literally watched a different show than y'all watched because I don't think Tori is that evil. That's my opinion of the show. Once again, I'm not trying to make anyone love Tori or love Victoria. Everyone's entitled to their own opinions about the show. If you still want to think Tori's evil, fine. Think Tori's evil. But I just personally don't think she's this evil character that everyone's making her out to be. Y'all just like Liz and Ariana better than Victoria, so y'all find faults in the character of Tori. And like I said, she's not a perfect character, but none of the characters in the show are really perfect. That's all for this video. If you guys liked, please feel free to give it a thumbs up. As always, feel free to comment or subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace out.